All right. Me and my pug coming back at you for the fourth video in our Quit Smoking series. It's the Empress. Okay, this is the third card in the Major Arcana of the Tarot deck. And for those of you who this might be the first video you're seeing, there's a series. I'll link the ones before this below, so you get the whole package. It's 22 videos. I'm going to try and keep them 10 minutes or less, so I'm going to try and move quickly through the content. And the idea is that you are quitting smoking quickly, easily, forever. You're going to feel free. I'm going to reference a book quite a bit. I'll pop a picture up here. That is the game changer. That is what did it for me. That's what done it for millions of other people. So I definitely want you to check that out. I'm not affiliated with the book. It's just really amazing. That's why I'm telling you about it. And it's inspired me to create this series to help you along the way. So get the book and then do this series with me, and you are going to be winning the quitting game, let me tell you. And this goes for people who have struggled hard in the past. I smoked for a long time. I loved smoking. It was who I was. It was my identity, or so I thought. And that, my friends, is all about the smoking trap, which if you read the book, you're going to just totally figure it out and dig it. And I'm going to mention it throughout. So on this tarot journey, not only do I want you to be able to quit smoking, but I want you to manifest this beautiful life that you want, this beautiful non-smoking life. Get unstuck. People who smoke, I'm sorry to say, but have some other shit backing that up. You know, you don't just decide one day that you're going to smoke for the rest of your life and be chained to this dirty, nasty, stinky thing. You get stuck, and it also represents getting stuck in life. So chances are you would love to manifest something you don't have. That could be love, money, it could be different relationships, it could be career things, it can be health things, it could be just enjoyment, hobby, passion things, it could be learning things. Who the heck knows? You can manifest anything. So what is it you're stuck with, and let's get through. So today I really want to talk about fear and fun. At this point, if you have quit smoking kind of around the beginning of these videos or before, or you're thinking about it, you are now at the point of feeling fear. Everybody feels it before they go to quit smoking, or if they're using willpower, they could be stuck in it right now. And that is the fear of being deprived, not being able to have a cigarette every time you want one. Most normal methods of approaching quitting smoking involve, if I can just hold out long enough, the cravings will get less, and I'll start to be able to maybe kind of enjoy my life again. Activities won't be as great, but hopefully I'm going to get back to some kind of enjoyment when I go through this serious period of deprivation and struggle. And that sucks. And it does not have to be that way. I am going to have a drink of my coffee. Caffeine is also a nice little trap. What also totally sucks is if you've tried to quit before, which I tried quitting many times before this easy way, and I suffered many times, it just reinforces your fear of how hard it's going to be to quit. If you've tried, quit smoking methods that people usually recommend, the patch, gum, whatever. And I don't want to criticize any particular method. People have been successful with those, and that just, does feed the trap. I would question their success. I'm sure not all of them are still tortured or craving years later, and not all of them have gone back to smoking, but the statistics aren't great on how those people are feeling when they use methods that keeps nicotine going through their system. The thing you're going to learn is that nicotine, we believe it's this crazy ass drug because you hear how addictive it is, that you're hooked really fast, and that is true. And cigarettes are designed that as they're leaving your body, best you feel is the moment you first start taking in your cigarette and you're getting that rush of nicotine. Within 45 minutes of it leaving, or of having that cigarette, it's leaving your body and the cravings are starting. Nicotine is highly addictive. But guess what? It's not, and you're not going to love this because it's contrary to what you hear a lot. The withdrawal, the symptoms of it leaving your body is like a hunger pain, okay? And that's why a lot of people get caught up in the eating being associated with cigarettes. So that's all part of the trap. So you get that hunger pain, you want to smoke again, you want that nicotine. But if you let that go and you surpass that and go through the actual withdrawal, It's not long that the whole thing, it's reduced by half. I believe, and don't quote me on this, but it's within that 45 minutes or a couple of hours, it's reduced to half. So it's not that much longer until it's completely out of your system. So a lot of the symptoms that people associate with quitting and how hard it is and how addictive nicotine is they're mixed up, because a lot of it is the mental side. And that's what the easy way is about getting you out of, and that's what I'm about getting you out of. Mindset. That's my specialty. Let's flip that shit. Let's get the new perspective so you can break free and let go of what you've been trapped in. Our mind is this beautiful, complicated thing, and it can trap you, and it can just as easily flip the switch and untrap you. That's the beauty, okay? And that's what we're offering you here. Okay, the Empress, this is feminine power. Much like yesterday, you were getting in touch with your higher self and your connection to source and your intuition, and we've been building on this dream of your identity as a non-smoker. This is your confident power. This is your feminine power. It's coming out. It's creative. It's artistic. It's impassioned. It's confident, and it's ready to come out. So that's why I wanted to talk about fear and fun in this, because, you know, she's ready to take you there. But if you are feeling fear and deprivation right now, you're not quite ready to step out, okay? So we need to get you in the right place. Today's activity, we're gonna get real and look at cigarettes in the face. So you're gonna get out your journal, you're gonna answer a couple of things. 1, what do cigarettes do for me? What does each one do for me? When I have it, what is it doing for me? 2, do I enjoy it? I know for me, for a long time, I did think I enjoyed it. What I enjoyed was the distraction, the relief of the withdrawal feeling. And it's so funny with cigarettes, because the thing that holds you there is you have the cigarette and you think it brings you all this stress relief and all this relaxation, but yet when you want to get excited, you have the cigarette because you're super excited and it amps up a moment. See how twisted it is? See how you can twist that in your mind and it can be whatever you actually want it to be? It's not actually the cigarette. The only physical feeling, and again we go back to that hunger pain and how this traps you, is the relief you get when you light the cigarette is it relieves that hunger pain for the nicotine, and then it just keeps you wanting it back again. So it's its own self-fulfilling cycle, right? It's all the mental stuff you attach to it is the baggage we have to let go of. I hope that's making sense. I hope I'm getting you where I need you to be. So the next question would be, do I want to keep doing it? Do I want to keep paying for it and paying the price of it in my life? Do I want that? Chances are, looking at those 2 questions, you're going to see that there are no real benefits, because you can really see that you don't really want it, which is why you're here, which is great. Seeing that and really thinking about it and realizing it is a real important part of being able to look cigarettes in the face. Now, we're going to create a couple scenarios. So I want you to think of 3 scenarios where smoking is kind of a trigger, smoking is something you do. For me, driving. Okay, in my car, driving and having a coffee was like, that was my fun thing to do with cigarettes. I like to smoke and drive, and it was very much, I thought it would be a trigger. And a fear in quitting was, you know, I would always want one when I got in my car, and I would lose that fun activity that I did. And it's funny now, I'm just, side note, looking back, you know, now that I'm free easily and it's years down the road, like, it's so silly, some of the thoughts that we get trapped into, right? And you want to take a lighthearted approach and have some fun with this and be able to look at yourself, take some of the seriousness out of it and step back and see it for what it really is. So I really enjoyed smoking and drinking my coffee and driving. Why don't I do 10 things while I drive? Like, oh my God. Speaking of coffee, like I said, I still have my coffee. So that's a scenario that I need to reconfigure in my mind. What does driving look like and my coffee drinking look like without cigarettes? And how much fun can I make it? And let's get into enjoying that moment. So you're gonna have 3 of those moments that are big triggers for you and big moments that you enjoy. Maybe it's a party, drinking, whatever, certain people you're around, and picture it again in detail. And now what you're gonna visualize and what you're gonna write down and put your heart into is flipping that scenario into a non-smoking scenario. So I'm now going to write down the scenario as a non-smoker, how the routine of getting in my car, and maybe instead of lighting a smoke, I'm popping a CD in. Nobody does that. Hooked up their phone, to my Bluetooth. Whatever it is that I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the drive-through and I'm going to be getting my coffee or bringing my takeout coffee in my car, and I'm going to be drinking that still, and I'm going to be saying to myself as I'm driving down the road, and now I'm just driving and drinking my coffee and I'm focused on the road, and I'm going to write down how free it feels to enjoy the fresh air instead of coughing and having to put down the window when I don't want to when it's really cold. Now I won't have to do that, and that's pretty fun. Like, I don't have to freeze with my window down because I'm smoking. I want the smoke to go outside. I don't have that. Oh, and when I got in the car, my car didn't stink because I'm a non-smoker now. Put that in the visualization. Okay, so you're gonna write that down for each 3 of the scenarios. And then, again, a meditative things. You see how it's journal and meditating in each video? Now you're gonna do some deep breathing and you're gonna visualize each of those scenarios you wrote out. The key in the visualization is enjoyment. Relish in how great it feels with these things. Let yourself try on how great it feels in these scenarios where you've been able to be free of smokes. You didn't have to think about them. You didn't have to think about having them and how they bother other people. If you struggle to see yourself as a non-smoker in these scenarios, that's okay. That is A-okay. Picture the people who are with you that are non-smokers. We all know non-smokers now. I mean, they're starting to, luckily, everyone's breaking free and we have lots of non-smoking people around us. So picture one of them in the scenario. What do they do at this party when you guys go out together and they're a non-smoker? What do they do? Do what they're doing. When you see them having fun, what are they doing? They don't have a cigarette in their hand. So what do they have in their hand? What are they putting their attention towards? What are they thinking about instead of cigarettes? And you'll see the opportunities for enjoyment there are endless. So really commit to this. Put it in the comments. Let me know what it is. Do you need help creating scenarios? I am an idea machine and I would love to support you on this journey, obviously. So hit the notification bell so you can actually get these series of videos. That's the only way it's going to happen. Please subscribe to the channel because I really want to grow and help as many people as I can. Let's get smoke free. Yay! Okay, stick with it. Get your power, get your creativity. Let's get fear out of the way so you can start having fun and step into this identity and take this journey on the next step tomorrow. Okay, ciao for now.